Hi all. So we have created a script recently on one of the project, which is called as Kent. So so let's get started. I will first go to the website for which we implement the Selenium script. So first of all, I will just fill all the values of the credentials. Mm, so now it will redirect to the website. So it's a auto compilation tool. So here in these two fields we will just put the source value, and in these two fields we will just put the destination values, and we will just pick the XLS files for these two, metadata and the sync data. And then after once all the information is saved, we will just click on transfer, and after transfer the file will be generated. We can download it, and on the very next page we can just download based on the workpack id. Before that we just need to pick the folder name of that project, and then after, if any history needs to check, we can just check it from here, and we can just download it, the files from here. So let me show you. uh, Let me go to the Eclipse. So I just created this one, workpack optimized. So this is the script that we prepared is purely based on the Maven framework. We just created a framework, which so we created on the Maven, and with the integration of TestNG and POM, which is page object model, and we have used lot of dependencies as well. Let me show you all the dependencies. I will just go to the pom.xml where we just put all the dependencies. So see here, we have one JUnit, we have Selenium Java, we have TestNG, we have comps.io, we have extent report for the reporting purpose, we have mon screenshot recorder to record the videos. Uh, Let me close first all the files. Now this is the pom.xml where we put all the dependencies, correct? And then after we made an integration of testng as well. Testng.xml file is also there, this one. And for the pom purpose, before that I will just go to the resources where we just used chrome driver.exe, geeko driver.exe. These are the driver, uh, browser drivers. So if I run the code in the Chrome, it will run this. Otherwise, it will run in the Firefox, which is called as Kiko driver. And then after, we just used uh, two files, meta and sing, that I show you in the website. And we have one we have the test data dot props property file, where we just put all the dynamic values. If we change these values from here, it will automatically goes to the project. So these are the jar files of testng. These are the dependencies of Maven, and these are also are the dependencies gre files. So if you see, first we initialize the driver object. So here, if you see, first we will just get the property file, and then we just uh, we use, if we have the property file having Chrome, then it will run the Chrome driver. Otherwise, it will run the Kiko driver. And we also create a method for the screenshot. So that it will also take the screenshot, and it will just use the same user directory and just post that screenshot in that repo. Then after we go to the login page, so we created two classes in the Java. One is Java the page, sorry, one is login page and one is login page elements. So in elements we just put all the locators files, and we just created a method and we just call those methods in the login page based on the we just call based on the object of that class of the login page element. Same approach we used in each and every files and in each and every classes. So what we did, we have login page, then after we have workpack home and elements, we have transfer history and transfer elements, we have cover sheet and cover sheet elements and cover sheet. So we have used a POM here, page object model, that we just keep all the locator files or methods in one class, and we just call those methods and locators in the another class. We also created datetime class, which we used at the time of transfer file, just to verify at what time it will generate the report, and so that we can verify it with the transfer report. Then after we just created a extend report as well. So here we just use the extend Sparker report, and it will just create a canned project.html. It will create in HTML format. So this is all the information regarding the system. I just put it in manual. So let me run the program. How I will run the program? I will just one thing more. I just created test class here, and the main files are here. So what we just need to run, I will just put in the source test Java, and what I prepared, which needs to be run in source main Java. So these all are the classes I just call in the Workpack tool compiler.java file. So these all are related to the test engine integration. Before test means uh, if any test in the class, so before that test, it will run the before test method. Then after test, and after the test it will run the after test method. And we also created listeners, means if any method goes fail or pass, it will goes to these listeners, and these listeners are we integrated in testng. Let me show you. Mm, this one, we use the listeners here, and we just create a test of Workpack tool compiler. So let's start. We just run as a testng suite. It starts working. First it will go to login page of Microsoft. It will fill all the information. Now on the Workpack tool it will fill all the information of source, destination and attachment. To call these files, to call these attachments, we used the integration of auto IT that I will explain once this test is completed. Mm, so we created some different test cases here. First, we will share all the information. We just try to transfer files successfully. And then after we will just fill all the information one by one. And then after we try to download the report, then we try to download cover sheet. Then after we see the history of transfer files, we see validations as well. So you will able to see all these kind of cases here in this test case report. See it downloaded the report. And now we will just check one by one all the fields. Now see all the validations we also tested. Now all the cases solved. Now what we will do once the all the cases were done, we just want to see the transfer file as well. So once we will download the transfer file from here, we will just compare it with the transfer history. file transfer is successfully. We will just go to the transfer history now. Now we will verify which file we transferred recently and we downloaded from the metadata sync and download. So report is generated from 9 test cases, 8 passed and 1 failed. Uh, Before going to the Kent report, we'll just go to the Auto IT project. From here, we can write the script for Auto IT, and from here, we can locate the locators. Now, let's go to the reporting. Let's see. This is the reporting. So here you can see 8 pass and 1 fail. So in fail, there is an exception that we're not able to locate the element. Okay, fine. So you will able to see rest. This is a report, a visualized report. Okay, thanks.